Hello guys, it's me Paul and I'm back. In our last video, I showed you how to create a new folder on your Visual Studio Code and how to import it inside your Visual Studio Code. So now on this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a new file in your Visual Studio Code in the folder you just created, how to create a new file. Um all right, let's get started. So, um in our Visual Studio Code, this is my Visual Studio Code. You're going to see um to create a new file. As you can see, there's new file, new folder, Refresh Explorer, and collapse folders in Explorer. Now we're going to be clicking on this new file. All right, this new file. So whatever we want to create, we're going to give it dot html, dot css, or anything, any programming language you are using. Let's say my website dot html. As you can see, dot html. If you don't give it dot html, this is not going to show. All right. Okay. So if you just give it the h, it shows a c. If you don't give it anything, like let's say it's a normal file, it's just going to bring out this. But let's give it dot html since we're starting with html. All right. So if you have created your file, next thing you're gonna need to do, there are two things actually. Either of these two things you can use, either HTML5 colon 5, all right, HTML colon 5, or the exclamation mark. So they are the same thing. The HTML colon 5 and the um exclamation mark, they're the same thing. Now the second thing you need to know is this title part here. So this is the title of your website. What is going to show at the top? All right. Let's give it my website. All right, my website. So now that we're done with that, we're going to open it to see what we've done. So if you have not downloaded your live server, it's going is in this extension. Then you search for it here, live server. If you're connected, I'm not connected right now. So if you are connected, you'll see live server. Then install it. All right. Then install it. All right. So now I'm connected. Let's search for it. Live server. You see, this is Rich Week Day. So you're gonna install it. All right, live server. If you've installed it, it's actually quite easy to use. You can right click on an empty space, then open with live server. Well, you'll see this is it. But I've not done anything yet, so it's not going to show anything. Then let's start with what we want to know. All right, the first thing we're going to need to know how to do is your heading tags. That is your h1 to your h6. All right, your heading tags. So these are heading tags. H1, we have h2. All right, we have h1. Sorry, we have h2. We have h3. Right, we have the h4, h5, and then the h6. All right, these are different sizes of what you want to do. So heading tags h1 to h6. Now let us get started. Here I'm going to be showing you what this heading tags does. So as you can see, Let's write hello world. Hello world. Now let's open this in our. As you can see, it's in different sizes. So we know that the H1 is the biggest size while the H6 is the smallest. All right. Now that we know that, let's get right to the second thing. That is the paragraph. The paragraph tag. All right. So that is the P, just P. Let's give it a try. So let's say P. I am a boy. Yeah, just right there. As you can see, it's bigger than the H6 and the, all right. You can see it's bigger than the H6 and the H5 and almost like the same size with H4. All right. So that is the P. All right. Now I'm gonna be let's go to the next one, which is the um italics and underline. Okay, italics, which is the I. All right, italics, which is the I. We have the underline, which is the U. We have the bolding. All right, the bolding, which is the B, to bolden whatever you're doing. Okay, now let's get started. So the italics, this is to slanting your this is a slanting uh to slanting your either your word or your anything. So let's write I am a boy. All right, as you can see, it's slanting. Okay, okay, now let's use the U factor, that is the underline. um I am a boy. As you can see, it's underlined here. Okay, the bolding, that is the B. I am a boy. All right, you can see it's bolding, it's different from the other ones. All right, now we're done with that. I'm going to be showing you the break factor, that is the BR. um the breaking, that is the BR. All right, so you can see that everything I did here is on a single line. If I don't want, and I do not want that to be, so I want this to come under, and I want this to come under this. All right, that is the breakings. That's what the breakings are for, the BR. Okay, let's use H1, I, U, and B. All right, let's use I am a boy. I live at number 7 Goodwill Street. All right, now you can see, because it's like this, that's why you can see it's on a single line, and I do not want that to happen. I want, okay, let's come here. I am a boy. So if and I want to break it, I want this I live at number 7 Goodwill Street to come down. We're gonna be using BR, and then voila. That's what the breakings are for. To bring it down to whatever you to bring it down to the next line. It's like pressing enter on your Microsoft Word or anything. Okay, so we've gotten that. Let's continue. Now that I've gotten the BR, there is also there are also different, there are also more commands that, let's say the span. There's span, not spam, the span. There's the There are many different commands on the HTML. All right, there's the div, there's the nav, there's heading. All right, and sorry, header. There is the footer, and there are many. So in our next video, I'm going to be showing you how to use all this to be creating a website. All right, so bye for now. Peace.